This is how you will win over a highly sought-after and desired woman. This woman, admired by all men, poses a challenge for you. The difficulty in winning her over often arises because you perceive her as superior in various aspects, be it beauty, wealth, intelligence, or fame. This perception can be intensified when she combines all these qualities. Whether you see her as richer, more beautiful, and more educated, or even more famous than you, it creates the idea that she is on a much higher level. However, it's important to understand that this is just your perception. Other men may look at the same woman and not feel apprehension or fear, seeing her as someone on the same level, ready to approach her without hesitation. Conquering this woman will require confidence and a determined approach, overcoming the perceived barrier to reach her heart. You might think that someone much richer and smarter wouldn't be afraid, but you're mistaken. A person's self-perception of value reflects their internal beliefs about both the internal and external aspects. The interpretation of a woman as a challenge is deeply connected to the beliefs existing within her mind. Here's the thing. To conquer a woman you see as difficult and superior in various aspects, it's essential that she perceives your value as equal or even superior to hers. Women, like anyone else, respond to what they perceive as value and confidence. Therefore, the secret lies in communicating and demonstrating your own value in a way that she recognizes and appreciates. Women don't fall in love with men they perceive as having inferior value. This process doesn't happen because they don't want it to, but because emotions don't work that way. Similarly, you are unlikely to fall in love with a woman whose perceived value is lower than yours. Therefore, it's crucial to avoid belittling her or acting as if you are below her level. By placing her personal value above yours, you shouldn't express phrases that diminish her, such as questioning how she could like someone like you. Remember, an attractive and confident woman can choose any man she wants. When interacting with her, avoid expressing insecurities about your own value, saying things like, "I'm so ugly, why would you want to be with someone like me?" or "I'm lucky to have you, I don't know why you chose an unemployed person like me," as this can negatively affect the relationship dynamic. Instead, focus on building a connection based on mutual respect and appreciation. Not that in the future, you can't discuss issues that bother you with the other person. However, during the conquest process, it's crucial not to depreciate your own perception of value. The image she will have of you, including all the aforementioned phrases, is noticeable. You can tell when someone is diminishing their own value through physical language, body language, and eye contact during conversations. Therefore, when engaging in this process, it's essential to maintain a posture that demonstrates self-confidence and self-worth. Once, I heard a story about a woman sitting on a mall bench, doing a flow counting job. A man approached, and after a few minutes of conversation, he seemed confident and calm. They were having a pleasant conversation until he asked about her profession. The woman, with a degree in accounting and a postgraduate degree in business management, shared her professional achievements. However, the man's expression suddenly changed, becoming concerned. When asked about his occupation, he began to stutter and revealed that he had previously worked as a security guard in the mall but aspired to become a firefighter. Almost as if he were apologizing for the profession he had. What made him lose his shine was his demonstration of insecurity and feeling inferior in front of her profession. This change in attitude revealed a man quite insecure in contrast to the initial confidence he conveyed. I understand that some women may care about a man's social or professional position, but it's important to highlight that many value the confidence and emotional security he conveys. If you show insecurity about your position, decisions, or lifestyle, it can negatively affect how she perceives you. However, confidence and authenticity can overcome social barriers. Certainly, we have witnessed cases where men, seemingly in an inferior position, win women over through the confidence and security they convey. The perceived value by her can be equal or superior, not only related to financial aspects. Transmitting confidence and authenticity is crucial as it creates genuine attraction beyond external issues. So, understand that it's not your position, whatever it may be. If you're less known, less attractive, less wealthy, or less educated, that's not what will make her see you with less value than her. What matters is how you present yourself in that position. What perception of value do you convey, even in that situation? You should treat a woman, especially one you perceive as superior, as if she were your neighbor. Treat her as someone equal to you, without fear, without excessive formalities. Many men, when faced with such a woman, get nervous and afraid to approach, but acting like this will only make her perceive you as someone of inferior value. When you approach without fear, without excessive formalities, willing to make some jokes, she will feel comfortable by your side, seeing you as an equal. I'll share another story with you. One day, a group of friends and I went to the house of another friend, a mansion built by his parents in a gated community. It was all very beautiful, with a pool and everything. A friend of mine, whom I'll call Raphael, arrived and started to look a bit down, even though he was in such a beautiful house. He's a super laid-back guy, but at that moment, something seemed to bother him. His girlfriend, Bruna, arrived excited and calm. When they left, Raphael told Bruna that he had felt strange arriving at that house, seeing all those things that he knew he couldn't have in his life. He kind of felt bad about that situation and expressed it to her, even though neither of them had a social condition close to that of our friend. By putting himself in that inferior position, Raphael ended up surprising Bruna, who found it strange and felt a slight loss of admiration for him. He compared himself to a situation he considered unattainable, conveying a sense of inferiority. This is valid both in relation to the woman and in relation to social interaction. If you don't want the woman to see you that way, it's essential to convey that you are on the same level as her and that you don't see yourself as inferior to anyone. So, check it out. What you need to convey is that you are on the same level as her and that you don't see yourself as inferior to anyone. Don't go to that party treating everyone as if they were superior to you, even if it's a party of a great football player you admire. Don't give power to others, and certainly don't take away your own power. Women perceive this attitude, even unconsciously, and that's where the value comes in. You can admire other guys, of course, but never drool over them. Say something like, "Wow, I admire that guy, there's a lot to learn from him," and that's it. Don't belittle yourself, and don't let her perceive any signs of inferiority. That's how you'll grab her attention, different from the majority who drool and feel inferior. You speak on equal terms, calmly, and she'll be fascinated by that. Did you like these tips? Then click here on the subscribe button, that helps me a lot. Comment below if these tips are helpful for you, and hit the bell so you don't miss any top content coming your way. Let's go together. Subscribe to the channel now.